Floor of the CME Group. This is Danny Riley on today's Cash Close. You know what? It's not been much of a trading day. We expected that. And in fact, we said it on Friday not to expect a lot. But after the initial down move in the S&P, the S&P bounced back up, and then it basically stayed in a two-handle range for like 3 to 4 hours. We've done nothing here all day long. Now, our question is, why is the stock market open today when the bonds and everything else is closed? We should be sitting at home with you guys enjoying ourselves. The high of the day in the S&P came in at 1770 even. The low came in at 1764.30 early in the day, and last were 1767 half. We're up 1.4 handles. Total volume is low. We've got 950,000 minis traded, with 150,000 of that coming from Globex, and that ain't good. And we've got 3,500 big S&Ps traded in the pit. MOC, we had 300 to 350 million to sell. The MIM, because of the low volume on the New York Stock Exchange, you MIM haters, did not come up with the exact, and it never does, because that's not what it's for. But anyways, you guys that think that's what it's for, boo-hoo-hoo to you. Now tomorrow we've got Fed Governor Richard Fisher speaking in Melbourne at 3 a.m. in the morning. We've got the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index. We've got the Chicago Fed National Activity Index. We've got the RedBook. We've got Narayana, Kocherlakota speaking, whatever her name is, a 3-year note auction, and Dennis Lockhart speaking. Now look, it's slow and it's hard to figure this out, but really it's not. At the end of the day, what the S&P has done all year is exactly what it's doing today. It's moving higher. And additionally, what we kind of think is, with the Ned Davis stats pointing to another positive expiration, we think it's a very highly likely scenario that we see the 1785 MrTopStep objective met this week. But you know, at the end of the day, you got to see through the clouds here, and it is really, really quiet down here with no bonds trading, no currencies. We've got the Dow futures over here. We've got the NASDAQ and the mid-cap over there. We've got the S&P behind us and the S&P options right here. It's been quiet all day. Now, on the other hand, let me see. The volume in the mini is very low. In the pit, they've got some decent numbers going on. I don't know why, but here in the S&P options, they've got 17,000 traded, which is not all that bad. We're going to leave it like that. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the opening print.